CMUEagles.com with Central Methodist head football coach Jody Ford as the team prepares for its season finale at Peru State on Saturday. Coach, your team's coming off 4 straight losses. What are you trying to do in order to change the vibe for your team as you head into the last game?
Just execute and finish strong and have some fun doing it. That's the thing, is just get back to the basic stuff of, execution of what we do and playing at the top of our game. Just being at your best no matter what the situation is under adversity. And also, obviously being our last week with our seniors and everything, and just trying to make sure they take time to enjoy what they're doing and have some fun.
What is your message beyond what you just said to your seniors that will be playing their final game Saturday?
You're only as good as your last game, and so this will be one that they'll take with them. And being in Peru, Nebraska, we're all kind of hoping for snow. We think it'd be pretty cool to play in the snow. I don't know if we'll get it or not, but there's a chance of it. And we're excited to go in a different environment and play a very good football team and hopefully play at our best.
Peru State runs an offense that's different than what the Eagles see on most weeks in league play. Just talk a little bit about their scheme offensively.
They run the triple option, and they do a lot of really good things off of it, and a lot of different forms of the option where they can run load option, veer option, any type of option you can imagine, and they do a great job. They have very good personnel to run it, and starting with the running back, Aaron Smith's had a good year for him so far and continues to do great things. He's a big, strong fullback. Lined up right behind the quarterback, and they've been through some quarterbacks this year. They've had some injuries and things, and I know Marshall Klontz has played for him a little bit, and he's been injured, and then also Tommy Wilson has been playing for him, and but they've had a tough time with the injuries at quarterback and everything. And then Nate Trombley, another one of the running backs, has had a good year for him so far, and John Frank, their wide receiver, has done some good things. And their line up front too. Matt Miners, their center, is a senior and does a real good job for them. And Bo Godwin, and they have some good people up front. So we'll have a challenge defensively and stopping what they do with the triple option, and it's a very good offense.
Peru State in last year's game rushed for 339 yards on 47 carries. They had two 100-yard plus rushers, Marcus Spearman going for 121 yards, a touchdown, and only 6 carries. He hasn't put up the same numbers this season as he did last year, but what do you think makes him such a good player, and what have you seen on film from him?
This plays hard and with a lot of heart, and plays hard, and he does a great job. He's the type of player that every coach would want on their team, and got to have a lot of respect for him and how he plays and how he runs the football.
What do you have to do schematically to game plan for this team and this unusual offense that you don't see every week?
Well, the basic thing that's option is you got to play assignment football. Everybody has to do their job, and it can't be a deal where somebody tries to do somebody else's job, or everybody has to be on their assignment and have their eyes where they're supposed to be, and and they have to execute. And so that's a very key element in what we're trying to work hard on this week in practice, and hopefully we'll come out and execute very well and be able to play their offense very well.
Knowing some of the things that Peru State does defensively, what are some of the things that you see from them on film that impress you?
I think how hard and scrappy they play. When you watch them play, they just really give it everything they have, and I really enjoy watching how hard they play and how they go after it. And they have some good players over there too. I know number 99, Shane Lloyd, is a beast for them. He was all conference last year and just continues to make plays for them and does some great things. I know they've had some injuries. One of their linebackers, Nick Lechtenberg, a freshman, was actually doing very well tackling. They have him second string this week due to probably an injury, but I wouldn't be surprised if he plays some. And their guys up front just continue to do a great job. Brian Bell as a nose tackle, and John Drager and Darian Richardson and those guys. They've done some really good things there. And then secondary wise, Darvell Collins has done a good job. I think he has 2 interceptions on the year as a corner, and so they have a very good defense and guys that are just very scrappy, that play very hard. And like I said, we'll have our work cut out for us. We'll have to find a way to score some points.
With the weather expected to be in the mid-30s in Peru, Nebraska on Saturday, what do you think will be some of the keys to the game?
I think keys to it, obviously turnovers. We've been fortunate this year in that I think we've been +3 in turnovers. I think turnover-wise right now, I'm not sure where Peru is. I think they're maybe like at a minus number in turnovers, and so hopefully we'll be able to generate that from them, and hopefully we'll be able to stay on top of it for us and not have turnovers. We've done a little better job with that this year. But also just the execution of what we do. I think with all the injuries, I mean, we've had a lot of injuries this year. They've had a lot of injuries this year. So when you put in those second and third string guys, it makes it a little more difficult to execute with guys that you haven't been working with as much all year. So just depends on the execution of the players that we have in there. And like I said, they'll pose a tremendous challenge for us on Saturday.